Hey everybody, we are back live at the 2024 SSA Playing for Peace Class B National Championship Tournament. This is the Winners Bracket Championship game. So both of these teams can finish no worse than third. Of course, they're looking to do a little better than that. And they've already earned themselves a paid entry into the SSA Class A Glove National Championship out in Carroll Stream, August 15th through the 18th. And if you're an A or a B team and you're interested in playing in the biggest 16-inch softball national championship tournament in the country, make sure you reach out to us and reserve a spot. We normally get between 32 and 40 teams for that, and it's an absolute riot. So we're whittling it down. We're close to the final six. Of course, the top six get paid entries. And we've been seeing a lot of close games as we get deeper in the tournament. We showed you Born Divine earlier today walking off ribs in the bottom of the seventh. They came back from three, and the tournament is starting to tighten up. We got a little cloud cover now. Temperature dropped. It looked like we were going to get a massive storm, but it ripped through so fast that we dodged what looked to be heavy rain. So I'm sure it's raining somewhere in the Chicagoland area. A few stray drops coming down, but so far, very calm weather. So Bullies will be the visitors. Funk the home team. Leading off, it's going to be Christian. We showed you Funk during the Intentional Sports Los Barachos League over the winter a few times, and Christian fouls that off. And I made a comment on the preview show that I really liked their team. They had not been performing at a high level since getting outside, but they're playing pretty solid this weekend, and they find themselves in the Winter Bracket Championship. And Christian, a little flip job over the infield, and that's the first hit of the ball game. So Christian just flipped it between the short center and the second baseman, just got over the top. Base hit, and it brings up Izzy. Izzy takes that pitch inside, so some of these guys may look familiar to you. And that pitch is catches a strike here. And Izzy swings and he hits it to center, but the center fielder right on the spot comes running in and makes the play, Matt Leach. So he was not playing Izzy very deep. Right now it's very calm. Even the top of the trees aren't moving much. And it brings up Freddie with Spada on deck. And he takes that pitch a little outside. Jimmy Evans behind the plate. One thing about Jimmy, you know when it's a strike. Franklin Teen Jr. on the hill.
Good eye, kid. Only one out. One out.
And there's a ground ball. Christian was running. Nasty hop. He stays with it. And they get the out at first. Christian running on the play all the way to third. So it looked like they had a hit and run there. Freddie hit it on the ground, took a nasty hop. Nice play by the second baseman over there, Joe Fahey, staying with it. And here comes Spada, the first baseman. And Spada delivers a two-out hit, first one of the ball game, as Bullies take the lead 1-0 here in the Winter Bracket Championship game. So big out by Spada. He's a big kid. Pretty solid first baseman. Delivers a clutch hit. Here comes the third baseman, Corey. That's the right score. Takes that pitch a little deep. Again, we are playing 1-1 count. We'll go through some of the rules. And that's going to drift foul. And you might have heard the first baseman over here, Chris Aylwood, yell, "Look out," because there were some kids on the other side of the fence. It always amazes me how softball players are cognizant of things like that. Runner goes, and there's a base hit in front of Marchese. He's got a cannon. Third baseman couldn't make the catch. Nicky Marchese's in his 50s, in his youth, one of the best defensive outfielders in the game, threw a chest-high strike to the third baseman, and he couldn't handle it. Lou Labate, hitter, did moved up. Corey took second base as the ball rolled to the screen. It brings up Edwin. So 1-0, 2 outs, and Edwin skies it. Lou Labate makes the play, and that'll be the third out of the inning. They do scratch. I think if you're the Funk team, you got to be okay with the fact that you only gave up one. It sure could have been worse. Big hit in the inning there by Spada, driving in the run with 2 outs. So we're going to head to the bottom of the first. 1-0. Bullies, Funk coming to bat. So again, this is 16-inch style softball. You're seeing it correctly, no gloves. 60-foot bases. Can lead off, but there's no stealing. 38 feet from the pitching rubber to the point of home plate, 6'12" on the arc. We're playing no gloves, so the pitcher gets a drag step, 1 step left, right, or back. 2 fakes or hesitations. Third arm action must be to deliver the pitch to home. Throw or fake to the base is considered one of your 2 fakes or hesitations. 6'12" on the arc. We are playing 1-1 count. No fences, all you can get. And you can see that short fence with the yellow tap on it. They play that fence line down. So leading off is going to be Pete Caminetta.
Left hand, Chris.
And they're playing him to pull. Pete is primarily will go the other way. And he takes the dreaded leadoff walk. So Pete Caminetta leads off with a base hit. Or a walk, excuse me. And it brings up Jamie Jacoby.
Bro, he's too deep. He's too deep. Anthony, come in.
And there's a line drive whistled in the left field for a base hit. So Funk puts their first two hitters on. Nobody out here. Chris Aylwood, the big first baseman, coming up. Tell you a quick story. We talked about Chris trying to warn the kids on a little pop foul out at the No Glove one year. Dynasty was playing. Here's the pitch. Aylwood, hard ground ball, and Edwin can't make the play. Christian picks up the loose change and makes the play at first. So the ball bounced off of Edwin at short center. Christian followed the play. We've been harping on it. Picked up the rebound and threw to first. Both runners did advance, though. So 1 out, second and third here for Greg Winnick. Base hit here could put Funk on top, a little spinner, and that'll go foul. So Chris Rieger playing for Dynasty in the No Glove. Field 1 over there, it's an odd foul line, not a lot of space. Chris was chasing a ball over there. And right as he gets to the foul line, a little kid jumps into the field of play. So here's Winnick on the reset. We'll finish that thought. And Winnick delivers a base hit. And now it gets past Izzy and right. 2 runs are in. Winnick goes to third, and now it's a soft relay, and he's going to score. Not sure you would score that a 3-run homer, but certainly Bully's a little loose with the ball there. The ball skipped past Izzy. Then the center fielder had a little trouble, and then the throw-in was to nobody in particular. Here's Nicky Marchese. And Nicky goes, and nice catch by the fan over there. They might be signing that kid up. So Chris Rieger charging full steam. He sees the little kid. He grabs the ball one-handed, avoided the kid. And, of course, the little kid starts crying because of the activity. Here's Marchese. Line drive, base hit. And that's in the alley. Nicky's going to hustle into second with a stand-up double. So the mother comes out. She's yelling at the kid. He's crying. So I run into Chris after the game, and the first thing he says to me was, that kid okay? So 16-inch softball guys will always amaze you. So Marchese, a double, and brings up Lou Labate.
Wake up, boys!
3-1 here. Of course, I had the pleasure of managing Nicky Marchese from 2010 to 2014 when I was with Flashback. Hard to believe it was a decade ago. And Lou Labate slaps it out there. Izzy makes a nice catch. Marchese off the bag. And they call him out going back to second. So Izzy, hey, trouble on that line drive hit, redeems himself with a nice catch and throw to second. And at the end of one complete, 3-1. So it's going to be Ant, Church, and Drew as Bullies at the end of one, down 2. We'll see how they react. Now the sun threatening to peak out. At one point, the temperature dropped out here about 15, 20 degrees. It really started blowing hard, and it looked like all heck was going to break loose, and it just blew over. It was such a fast-moving storm. That's way out of play. And now it's turned calm, and on the radar, it looked like it's not only fast-moving, but maybe falling apart a little bit behind it. So we might have caught a massive break. So 2 strikes on Ant on the reset here. And there's a little, and that hurts because he had already committed to trying to cut the ball. The umpire called the pitch illegal, but he was already in the middle of his swing. Ends up hitting it foul. So here's Church.
Here we go, kid. Start us off here.
And there's a sky-high fly ball. Center fielder camped under it. Makes the catch. Matt Leach. Well, Pete Caminetta, Russ, has been around. He was, we first saw him, he was playing with How You Doing. Then he gravitated after that. I know he spent a couple of years with Flashback. Little ground ball throw to first, not in time. So Drew gets himself on base here and brings up Rule. So I know he was with Flash for a short period of time, and I do believe he played a little bit with the Ball Busters, but we haven't seen Pete in quite a few years. And there's a sky-high pop-up. Frankie Lentine makes the play. So Funk fails to score. We'll head to the bottom of the second, still 3-2. So we'll have the post-tournament show this week. We'll also talk about the Nicky Lopez 16-inch softball classic and, of course, the Papa Hops. And might get out and live stream a little bit this week.
Base hits, base hits.
And leadoff man dumps it into center field. Leadoff hit. So Sean McHale leads off with a hit, and here's John Aylwood. And he goes the other way, and Izzy makes the catch for out number one.
My son can come back with his girlfriend.
Brings up Joe Fahey, second baseman. Made a nifty play in the first on a ball that took a nasty hop. Franklin Teen on deck. And there's a ground ball, and it's going to roll in there. Runner's going to get to third. Izzy throws behind, and now the ball's rolling around, and the run's going to score. So the Bullies have had some early defensive issues. They're throwing the ball around a little bit. One out, Franklin Teen. Matt Leach on deck. And he just dumps a little flare as he walks the dog. They tried to get Frank at first, but another run scores. And now the courtesy run. But 5-1 here as Funk has been very aggressive. They're back to the top of the lineup. I take it back. This is Matt Leach, the center fielder. Pickoff attempt not in time. No, the mayor's got to be John Eckey. Here's the pitch, a little short. Of course, Eckey, those of you who know Johnny, he lives only a couple of blocks from here. Long, high fly ball. The left fielder made the play. He's going to tag and sneak into second. Good softball we saw in the Born Divine Ribs game. They didn't tag on a fly ball. Cost them a big run. So back to the top here. Pete Caminetta. 5-1 ball game here.
Dude, I had him come out last year. He hasn't played in years. Came out in
Oh, yeah, they're tight. They are tight, Mike. There's no doubt about that. Very good friends. So here's Pete Caminetta. Pete used to be lightning fast in his youth. And then he just had a horrific ankle injury. And now he's had a little hitch in his giddy up after that. And he takes a walk.
Come on, hustle, hustle, hustle. Yeah, there you go. You're on camera. Hustle.
Nicky Marchese, an old school dude. So bring up Jamie Jacoby with 2 outs here and 2 on. And he was looking to come our way. Kind of walked himself out of the swing there. He's got 2 strikes now. Catcher with a no-look throw. Didn't fool anybody. And there's a line drive caught by Rue in the air. He throws it to first to be safe. Snagged it right on top of the carpet. So Jamie Jacoby lines out to end the inning. And we're going to head to the top of the third, 5-1. Should be AJ in the top. AJ, Christian, and Izzy. It's very strange. We got the sun out. We got a few very light, little, kind of a spring showery, kind of few drops coming down. I'm kind of looking around to see if we get a rainbow at some point. So leadoff man, center fielder, AJ, going to kick it off here for the Bullies. A little ground ball up the middle. So AJ just guided it up the middle, got it past Frank Lentine. And we'll see if the Bullies kind of maybe target Frank a little bit. Maybe try to work the middle of the field a little. So here's Christian, the leadoff man, led the game off with a single. And there he tries to come down the line. Flared that foul. So it was a pretty hot day. So you've got people kind of spread out either along the street by their tailgates, a couple of tents. But looks like a lot of people have left because of the earlier heat. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Christian strikes out. That's 1 out. It brings up Izzy. And I'm not sure what he was trying to do with 2 strikes. You don't normally see guys try to be that fine flipping a line. And Izzy didn't be fine at all. He hammers it past the third baseman. First and second now, 1 out. Brings up Freddie. Spada on deck.
Here we go, Freddie. AJ, no one near you. No one near you. No there. I just try to keep them like.
There's a hard ground ball deflected by the pitcher. AJ didn't score. And they did call Izzy out at second. Throw got away. A little surprised AJ didn't try to score there. He would have made it as the ball was bouncing around. Spada finds himself up in an RBI situation with 2 outs for the second time in the ball game. And Spada rips another clutch hit. So he drives in run number 2. And right now it's Funk 5, Spada 2. Brings up Corey. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here.
Going. Keep going.
So Bully's trying to maintain that contact. 3-1 count here. And he fouls that one off. So both runners will be going on the pitch. And there's a swing and a long throw, and they get him at first. Pete Caminetta caught a soft one hopper by the edge of the grass, and he throws Corey out at first base. That was a long throw, nicely done by Caminetta, who was an outfielder.
That would have been so bad.
But he throws Corey out, and the Bullies only score one run. We head to the bottom of the scoreboard, bottom of the third, 5-2. We talk all the time. Sometimes when you get a lead, you don't want to sit on a number, because teams do have a tendency to come back and surprise you. Born Divine, who came back late, was also trailing. They had to play 2 games in a row after they beat Ribs, and they were trailing, and they came from behind and then held on to win another one-run game. So here's Greg Winnick. Or I'm sorry, that's not Greg.
Hey, over there, right center.
That was John Aylwood. Here's Joe Fahey. And he grabs a strike there and almost hit the fielder in the head. I'm not sure why he's throwing the ball down there. Second time he's thrown it down here, and there's the guy's right by the base. Christian over to Edwin. They can't turn the double play. They get the fielder's choice. Sorry, it was Aylwood. That was Winnick, and here's Marchese. Nicky dumped a single in the right side, double in the right center his last time up. And he pulls it hard, fair inside the bag. Runner will go back to second. Almost caught the base runner a little lethargic going back to the bag there. So here's Lou Labate. First and second here. And he hammers a ball into left field. And they hold the base runner, bases loaded. Brings up Sean McHale.
Where's the middle? You want the middle that light. Right there. I
Up 3.
It's like, let's go, man.
Funk looking to maybe break this thing wide open here. Sky high pop up.
Leave him out there. Come on. Leave him out there.
Brings up John Aylwood.
Rue, deepen up. Rue, 2 outs.
2 outs here. Bully's trying to wiggle off of a hook. Misses inside. Looks like he doesn't want Aylwood to get his hands out. And he hits a one-hopper to Edwin. Little fumble, long throw, in time. Edwin had a little trouble with it. Stuck with it. Threw a strike to first. And they wiggle off of a hook. So they leave him loaded. Again, bases loaded, nobody out, and one out, and they fail to score. So we're seeing some teams leaving some runs on the board. Now that sun's coming out, folks, we may rotate over to the third base side because of where the sun is coming in. This is going to affect the camera. It's going to be Edwin, Ant, and Church. So we're going to take the shortcut here. And we're going to slide through because the sun is out. It was cloudy. It was cloudy when we started the game. Now it's bright sunshine. So here's Edwin. Made a nifty play to end the last half inning. And that's a little bit better, I think, for the camera view. And Edwin, hard one-hopper, peck, long throw by Caminetta. His second long throw by Pete Caminetta to get a runner at first base. So Funk so far playing a solid game defensively. They've left a few runners on, but they do lead 5-2. There's a long, high fly ball caught by the left fielder. And it brings up Church. Ball a little outside.
Only if you like it, Church.
There's a 2-out walk. Brings up Drew. Drew behind the plate today. Needs a little ground ball to third. Lou Labate, long throw right on the money. So the 2-out walk, they can't manufacture anything with it. And it's going to be Joe Fahey, Frank Lentine, and Matt Leach coming up here for Funk. Halfway through the ball game, 5-2. There's a ground ball off the pitcher, Christian, to throw. Safe at first.
Quit looking at the ball.
So Christian tried to duplicate what he did off the deflection of Edwin earlier. Good play. Fahey just beat it, and here's Frank Lentine. And there's a little flare. Izzy had a jump, but he made the catch. As the wind has kind of gotten back to normal here after that front blew by here. And it's back to blowing out toward right center. So nice catch by Izzy. Brings up Matt Leach. Pretty snappy game. And there's a little topper. That ball is going to go foul. He's out. That would have never happened at guaranteed rate. John Bossard would have made sure that bunt would have stayed fair. But here in Melrose, it just rolled foul. So here's the leadoff man, Caminetta. He's walked twice. This time he hits a flare over our head.
Open it.
And here's Caminetta. He strokes a hit the other way. Fahey almost got out a little too far. They throw behind him.
Hey, don't get caught in your breath. Play him on it. Play him on it. Hey, come on. He went in like you last time. Watch it. Hey, hey, nothing's left.
And here's Jamie Jacoby.
Hey, gotta get moving. Get off, Joe. Joe, squeeze a little bit more. Let's it! No! Ace. Jesus Christ.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, first and second. And there's a little spinner. Can't get to it.
Come on now, go! Two.
And here's a pitch, and he strokes it to center, and AJ got there and dropped it. 2 runs are going to score. Nobody at third. AJ got there. He had 2 hands on it, went into a slide, and then he dropped it. Looked like it was going to be a great catch. Instead, 2-run score.
Go, give me another one. Two dead. Come on.
And that's going to bring up Chris Aylwood. And he hits a little ground ball to Christian. High throw on time. But in the inning, Funk pushes a couple across. I didn't catch that, Chicken. Did they get rain up by Terry Moran?
Way to be aggressive. Gotta get the bottom. Hey, I'm 11-1. Gotta get these.
So Chris Aylwood hit the ball hard to center. AJ couldn't hold on. And they pick up those 2 runs. Well, then you got time to come out and watch the rest of the B, Junior. Well, whenever they reschedule, hopefully I'll be able to get out there. So there's a leadoff hit, and it gets into the alley. Leadoff triple. So pinch hitter for Rue drives it into the alley. Class B, baby, you get to watch. So the pinch hitter comes through, and here's AJ now. Again, you're down 5 in the 5th. You want AJ to get a base hit. And he just pushes it the other way, and they get him at first by a step. Run does score. But if you're the bullies there, you wanted AJ to try to get a hit to try to have a big inning. 7-3, top of the lineup with Christian. And Christian goes to the gap, and that's going to get through there. Christian's going to be on his way to third at a minimum. Now the ball gets away, and they'll send him, and he's going to score. So again, he hit it up the alley. The problem there was when they got the ball to throw it in, they threw it to no one. So 7-4, 2 runs in, only 1 out here. Brings up Izzy. And these games will change on a dime. We tell you that all the time. And if you're Frank Lentine, you got to resettle in here. And Izzy, line drive, but right at the short center. Hung right in there, Greg Winnick. So Izzy put a good swing on it, but hit it right at the short center. So now they got a pinch hitter for Freddie with Spada on deck. And he hits a little roller to first, and that'll do it. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Game tightened up just a hair, 7-4. So pretty pleasant out here. So for better, they got the pinch hit triple and then the home run by Christian. And Bully's just kind of hanging around in this one.
Anywhere. Don't get beat on the ground.
So Greg Winnick, short center, Nick Marchese, and Lou Labate. And Greg Winnick sits back and he dumps a single into center.
There you go. Way to attack that first pitch. Both lines.
And it brings up Nicky Marchese.
Both lines. Hey, it was hot on the line last time. Play it straight. Like that one? Move back over to this side. Right side.
And Nicky tries to push it. Spada's going to get there and make the catch. So Nicky Marchese trying to flip the right field line. Get a little soft pop, and Spada, who's playing kind of deep over there, hustled in and grabbed it. So here's Lou Labate.
Oh, that was 14.
And Lou skies a ball way out of play over by the Italian ice guy. The Italian ice guy came flying out to protect the cart.
Come on, little line track.
Anthony, stay up. Anthony, stay up.
Middle, Gabriel, close that gate. You ready, Jerk?
Ground ball. So they get the fielder's choice there.
Move, two dead. We're aggressive.
And it looks like a pinch hitter for Franklin team, Sean.
Watch his backside, AJ.
And he drills one just too tall for Edwin. Lulabade, they're going to send him toward the plate. Save. Drew dropped the ball. Might have been out, but Drew was trying to tag before he caught the ball. The ball went through. Very aggressive send. 8-4. 2 outs, so Sean comes through with a hit. Brings up Matt Leach, the center fielder. And there he punches one to Rue, and they get the throw, but they do score a run. So we head to the top of the 6, 8-4 Funk.
Four, five, six. He was here, hey, he's here, hard here, and then soft up the middle. Hey, he's going for a hit. All right, up the button. We can come down a little bit. Yep. Go, Frank. Hey.
So it's going to be Spada, Corey, and Edwin.
Hey! Oh! Bring him up! Come on.
And there's a high pop-up. Left fielder's there. Makes the catch. Jamie Jacoby right on the spot.
Another new hitter. Go! Hey, double BG! Double Manny gloves! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? You got that.
So here's Corey. And there's a one-hopper. Gets past Winnick. And there's a base runner for the Bullies. Winnick didn't really get in front of that. He tried to play it off the hip. And it got through, and now they're going to pinch hit for Edwin.
Go, Gordo! Come on, let's go!
So the Bullies do got a lot of players on their lineup card, and there's a spinner. And there's a bullet fair. With 2 strikes, he yanked it right down the line. So they'll re-enter here.
Hey, yeah, one, all right.
So Edwin will re-enter. Brings up Ant.
Go at.
Couple of base runners here. 1 out only in the inning.
Good, you good?
And there's a line drive caught by the third baseman, and they flip behind for the double play. So we'll head to the bottom of the sixth. Great play by Lou Labate. Got a hand on the line drive, tipped it to himself, then backhand flipped it to Winnick, who stretched like a first baseman, caught it with one hand for the double play. So it's Joe Fahey, Franklin Teen, and Matt Leash. Anybody gets on, it'll be the top of the lineup, and Pete Caminetta. So Funk's played a nice game. Their defense has been pretty good, and they've been hitting enough. And there's a little fly ball, and AJ comes in. This time he holds on. Here's Frank Lentine. Now the winner of this game is going to get a nice break. This was supposed to be the 5 o'clock game. First championship game is scheduled for 8. Frank Lentine goes up the middle and he punches a base hit. So they'll be getting a little bit of a break. The loser's going to walk down to the other diamond. They'll be in the loser's bracket championship game, or the get-back game as we call it. And they'll have to win one game to get back. And there's a little fly ball caught by the left fielder. He gets it in, no tag.
He tagged, he just didn't run.
Try.
And now we got the top of the lineup here with Pete Caminetta. So 2 outs here, 1 on. Pete Caminetta, 2 walks and a base hit. And again, they're playing him like a pull hitter, and he doesn't go there, and there's a base hit the other way. So Franklin Teen, huffing and puffing into third. He makes it. And again, that's just a lack of not knowing a player. Both of his hits, if you had the short center on the other side, would have probably been outs. Here's Jamie Jacoby. Funk up 4, bottom of the 6th, looking to maybe salt this away, and the Funk guys are kind of amused that Drew keeps throwing the ball over there from the catcher slot. First base coach is laughing. And there's a soft pop-up, could be trouble. Izzy comes in. So do or die, top of the 7th. 3 defensive outs away from going to the national championship game is Funk. Again, the loser will finish no worse than 3rd. They both already clinched a paid entry into the 2024 SSA Class A Glove National Championship Tournament, August 15th through the 18th, out in Carroll Stream, Caslin Park. You A teams that have been there the last few years are going to absolutely love it. They've put new turf in. It almost looks like a brand new ballpark.
8, 9, 10.
So they need 4 to keep the game going, 5 to take a lead. Anything less, and Funk is going to the national championship game. So if you're bullies, you need a few base runners. We may see a couple of pinch hitters this inning. We'll see. And there's a swing and a fly ball, and he beat the right fielder. This is going to be at least 3. He's going to end up scoring 8-5. So, oh no, hits a bomb over the right fielder. 8-5. The last 3 runs come from the big ball. And this looks like another pinch hitter here. 8-5. And that ball really looks like it's carrying to right center and right field. So I believe the last pinch hitter was for Drew. And there's a swing, and he dumps a base hit in front of the right fielder.
Hey, Drew!
Take it back. That was the pinch hitter for Drew. This is the pinch hitter for Rue. AJ on deck. And he swings, and he guides a base hit. Drew will make it to third. So now you got the tie in the box with nobody out. AJ and the top coming up here. So the bully's been a little quiet. Coach thought about maybe taking time out. And I don't know about calling time here and slowing the game down. You got a little momentum going. And now you're going to let Funk catch their breath. These are all things as a manager you're thinking about ahead of time. They hit for Rue twice, so he cannot come back into the game. Would have to be a pinch hitter, but now they're going to hit for AJ. And they just slowed the game down and let Funk take a breath.
No respect out there. Let's go. Put it over.
So it's Munoz coming in to hit for AJ. Nobody out here. Run in. First and third. So Franklin Teen jumps ahead, and there's a little knuckleball caught. The runner tags. He'll score 8-6.
Nice squeeze, Matty.
Again, you're chasing outs if you're Funk. So you'll take that out. Now you're a double play away from ending the ball game. Runner on first. And here's Christian with Izzy on deck. And Izzy's been a load in this game. And if you're Franklin Teen, you certainly do not want to walk anybody. And there's a little soft fly ball. And so that'll bring out the second out. And now it's up to Izzy. Now Izzy's already hit that right center field gap. And he's staring a hole at right center. And the center fielder really not playing Izzy that, it's not playing Izzy that deep. And he's shading him a little bit toward left field. Izzy's got a monster amount of space down the right field line and the right center field gap. And Nicky Marchese, I don't know, he might just be walking around, but Nikki's at least 60, 70 feet off the line. The Bullies kind of, this inning started out great. They had a lot of momentum, but I think what they're doing here a little bit is maybe thinking a little too much and instead of letting the players go up there and hammer away. That pitch a little deep. And Izzy off of Franklin Teen. Everybody's going to be safe. The game will continue for another hitter.
Straight up, give him one.
And it brings up Freddie. 2 outs here, long stretch single might tie the ball game. Now for Freddie, need to take a breath and not get too anxious. Franklin Teen way inside. This is a winter bracket championship game, Robbie. Just catches a strike, full count, the runners will be going.
Underneath.
And there's a hard ground ball. Manetta can't get it, Izzy. They'll hold him. Throw gets away. 8-7. He just muscled it through the infield on the ground.
Come down.
Hey, all heart right here. All heart. Let's go.
And it brings Spada in. Base hit here. Could put the Bullies ahead. They came in down 8-5.
Okay, look alive. Maddie, give me one this way.
Hey, ball here. You don't have to go.
Spada looking for his third 2-out run-producing hit. Corey on deck, the third baseman.
Let's go, Spada. Have a go, baby.
Question is, the guy's already hurt you twice. Would you walk him, set up a fielder choice, and maybe go with the next guy? And Spada pops it up, and Funk holds on. They win the game 8-7. Late charge by the Bullies, not enough. Funk heading to the national championship game. So on behalf of the SSA, thank you for tuning in. We will be back with more softball.